Heather Gay literally sat on reunion stage and said, you know, when Andy said, if you could tell Jen anything right now, what would you say? And she was like, I'm not your bitch anymore. And then she goes on Watch What Happens Live and is like, I hope Jen's happy. We got Monica off. It's like, girl, are you her bitch anymore or are you not? You know? So I just kind of feel like maybe she just has this weird, maybe, I don't know. Part of me,
you can say
low key, part of me is like, did Jen and Heather plan this all along? And Heather was like, girl, you know, on her little 2-minute, you have a call from Brian Prison phone call. I'm going to get her off the show for you, girl. Don't worry, girl. I got you. I'm going to get her off. Tanisha and I are working on it. Like, my head has been spinning because that's how much it doesn't make sense to me. Like, that's how much it doesn't add up. And then for her to go and Watch What Happens Live and be like, I just hope Jen's happy that we got her off. It's like, girl, she really still has a hard-on for Jen. It's wild.
You think so, right?
Yes, 100%.
So you think possibly, I just want to break it all down because it's like
there's a
your
lot.
head, you think possibly in the 2-minute call, which you just
the collect call,
which you just reenacted so well that Jen could have called Heather or could still be talking to her and said, you know, look what she did to me with this page. I get her off. And Heather's like, you're my girl. You're my friend.
Does
I've
that
always
sound
had
too
your
crazy?
back.
It doesn't. Allegedly.
In Housewives, there's not one thing that shocks me at all anymore. So
no. And then she said, you know, at least Jen was being herself while defrauding the elderly. What the fuck? I'm telling you, this is the craziest shit that you can't even write this crap. You cannot write that. You're telling me someone was themselves while they were frauding the federal government? Thank God.
Right. Like, it's almost like, I mean, it's been said, like, right, why does everyone on this cast have more problem with you than Jen?
It's wild.
It's a little strange.
Yeah. Yeah. This is why I think they're actually maybe really afraid of Jen. There's no way, you know, for them to say, you remind us of Jen. You're Jen 2.0. Bitch, if I was, you would not be treating me like this because you'd be scared shitless. Because that's why y'all didn't do anything to Jen. You were fucking scared shitless. You're treating me like this because you know I'm not going to do shit. You know I'm really not the threat. You know I'm someone you don't have any reason to really be afraid of. Right. And if you were, you wouldn't be doing this to me. But you were really afraid of Jen. And that's why you let her get away with so much.
That's a good point. That's an interesting point.
It's true.
And you think if Jen called Heather and said, you know, and Heather's... No, I mean, I find this listen, Stranger Things.
After reunion?
You've thought about this, Monica, haven't you?
I have thought about this. I spiraled. Let me tell you, when this airs, I'm going to post it because my best friend and I were just talking about this in the car. Pre-reunion and post-reunion, okay? I looked amazing. I look so pretty. Wait until you see the picture of me after reunion. I look like I just got saved from, like, in the arms of the angel.
What do you mean, like after reunion?
Mascara everywhere. I'm eating pizza. My face is like that. Like, I just look like I went through war, bitch. And I did. And I don't understand. I just took it so hard. And they never even gave Jen 5% of the hate and treatment I got. For way less. You know?
Did you think as the reunion was happening and all this, but, you know, it already came out, did you think you weren't going to come back?
I knew it.
You did?
I did. As a guarantee, like, you know, Bravo told me no. But as what I knew the women were doing, I mean, this goes back to shit that happened at BravoCon, everything. I knew I wasn't coming back.
You did? I didn't.
Nobody did. Everyone was like, there's no way. She's coming back. There's no fucking way. And I was like, I promise you I'm not coming back. And I didn't.
You just knew it. You just felt it.
I knew. Like I said, there were things happening, tangible, actual things happening that I knew I would not be coming back. That's how much they fought for me to not come back. So, yeah.
I mean, But if they, yeah, no, I guess. I mean, I guess then a cast has more power than I really probably thought, right?
I mean, you and me both. I really did not think the cast had any power.
I didn't really either, to be honest with you.
But I guess they do.
Do you believe, like, when the showrunner comes forward and, you know, we have Dorinda on pause, you know, and she gives this thing and she says, you know, you're cooling off period, Monica. Yeah. Now, I have been terminated, fired from many jobs, whatever you want to call it. I mean, is this a cooling off period or is it just like you got fired? Which is okay because, I mean, I've gotten fired from every job I've ever had.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with being fired, first of all.
I don't either.
I think that happens. That's part of life.
Yeah.
And that's reality. I don't know. I mean, I never, it was exactly what it was when they were like, we're in a cooling off period, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if I was fired. They never said, you're fired, you know? So I don't know.
Did you get a call? You know, because like normally.
I did get a call. It was a beautiful call.
It was.
It was wonderful. It was a Zoom, and it was very kind, and it was very nice, and I cried, and there were all the emotions, and it was a very nice call. But it was like, you know, you're not coming back. Yeah.
Was it like, we're so sorry, we have to tell you this, we really loved you, thank you for giving us a great season?
Yes. They were wonderful. They were very, very sweet. I mean, here's the thing. I've said it before, and I will say it again. I know there's so much shit going on about Bravo in general. I had the best experience with production, with those people, with the network, with Shed, with Andy Cohen. They got me through my season. I could not have done it without them. It makes me emotional because of how I was treated by these women. And if it weren't for the people behind the scenes, like Andy Cohen, like production, I don't know how I would have done it. They had my back. They were so supportive, and they were so great. And so, yeah, they were very kind. They were very nice. And they were just like, we don't see how we move forward because the women do not want to. So, you know.
And it wasn't like Andy called you on a Zoom, but like corporate.
No. Andy didn't call me on his own. You know, I don't think that would come from him directly. And I think he has said that, you know, even in hiring, I didn't talk to him once, you know, so it's not,
A lot of times you don't get anything. They just give the contracts, and if your contract doesn't come, so I mean, I think that you got a Zoom, to me, I think is more than the average person, honestly.
Well, thank you for saying that. I do, because I don't know. You know, this is my first go. I don't know how those situations plan out. But you know, to me that could have been normal. Maybe everyone gets a call. But yes, I do appreciate it. They were very respectful. They were,
Ray, it seems like you never really had a good experience with these women, and it really was the people behind the scenes that were like, okay, keep going. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, and I do want to clarify, you know, Whitney and Mary